The government is partnering with two companies on a coronavirus vaccine. For the third week, all I can do is sit here and they need to know on a computer. Here in North Carolina, though, health officials saying that the number of people literally, up by about I'm gonna stop using the word literally. Single day. Watch the Fox 8 Morning News. All I can do is sit here all morning long. And my team was just, they treated me like I was somebody. Fighting you guys was the best. What either I can wait for my manager to contact me and tell me to come back to work, or I can find somewhere else to work. But good luck finding somewhere else to work. Because they're slowly starting to shut down more and more places. This is leaving us Americans no choice but to file for unemployment or pull money out of our savings account. We'll fight the insurance company and work to get you the maximum recovery. We'll talk with you for free. And that's just not going to happen. What's going to happen? Well, the unemployment is what's going to happen. But I still haven't even got a chance to get in contact with a representative about my unemployment benefits. So now I have to wait. Not sure how long, but I'm hoping to do this ASAP because they're thinking about sending people back to work and school next, like the ending of next month. But then they're also talking about this is going to be going on all the way through the summer to the end of the year. Businesses aren't really going to open up until next year. If you do have a business that have groceries and anything that has to do with healthcare, then you're going to be open. But a lot of places are on strike and they're not going to work for nobody. And sooner or later, the people that has the food, they're going to go out of strike also, and they're not going to want to be outside. But you will still have somewhere to eat. Like, God's going to provide some food, but I'm just saying, this is just the beginning of things cleaning out the shelves and warehouses and things like that. Like, people aren't going to have that much food because of the demand for people to stay home is getting greater, and now they're starting to close certain stores, so they're not going to have that many people operating out of the warehouses to make the certain things because they're at home. So there's some people that warned us about this before. I know only one person that warned me. So I tried to warn my family about it, and it seems like, some people have an eye for things and some people don't have an eye for things. The information is not for everybody because not everyone is going to just take heed to it without argument. Some people are going to still be stuck like, wait, what? Like, even I was stuck, but it still makes sense to me about what type of agenda that they're pushing, what's going on about nobody being around like they used to anymore. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. But now we can't even go on a city bus without a bus driver asking us where are we going. And they run every hour, and I can't get around like that right now. I'm not finna go to the grocery store, walking back or catching a bus with a whole bunch of stuff like I did last time. No, that's too much. I've been calling rides, and I'll get my brother or I'll get someone else to give me a ride. I'm not calling Lyft because I'm not spending any money on Lyft. And I'm not going to call Uber because they're definitely not getting my money. But no, seriously, you can't do nothing. You can do some things, but you can't do a lot. they're grading people's states now and by the counties and by the by the city if they've gotten an A, B, C, or D, or an F about people staying inside of their homes and being on curfew at the right time. Like they're grading people like we're in school. And a lot of people don't see that, but I see it like I see the bigger picture of it. So it's almost like they want us to follow behind everybody else. Some people are saying, are you really going to let a coronavirus thing get in your way of believing that you're going to be okay and safe? Or are you going to really walk around here, cover up your whole body? I mean, even if you have a mask on, come on, air can still get inside of the mask. I mean, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. So I'm just standing here, trying to get in contact with the unemployment office, calling their phone back and forth. Um, they don't even allow you to wait an hour anymore. Like they just hang up on you. So that's what I was talking about. Um, so I'm going to be waiting on. Gosh, the eye, my eye means that eye, the light. But no. They just started to put extra benefits on people's food stamp card in North Carolina by April 1st all the way to April to May something. May to something, the 14th, 24th or something like that. But everybody's going to get extra benefits on their EBT card. I think I already got mine, but I'm still waiting tomorrow to see if they're going to boost that up there. That's going to make me feel so much better. Yes! Um, and I have not been eating any meat. I've been eating seafood, so that is better than sitting there eating the real deal. But I'm trying not to eat meat, period, or dairy products, But now that I've gotten settled, I should be able to pick up back onto my plant-based habits and not the meat at all. Even though shrimp is good, it was a teaser, but I just want to cut out that. Don't want to eat that either. Um, Fruits and vegetables is all we need to be eating and focused on. And that's everybody. That's everybody. Um, I just don't know what else. They say at a certain age you just stop caring. I wonder what age that is. Simply ageless. I don't get bored because there's the internet, so I don't get bored about that. Oh, I asked my brother if he can give me a ride to the store, and he was like, "Yeah, after work," but he even got scared about the curfew thing, and he didn't even, he backed out of it. I'm like, okay, they started issuing people tickets and things like that, but little does he know. See, my brother works all the time, and so he can easily listen. He's not. He can easily listen and get brainwashed by anybody. But my thing is, and not anybody, but my thing is I'm talking about like the media. He's not up to date with what I know about the media, like I am. So that's the whole thing. I know about the manipulation and how they can control people's mind, getting a whole group of people believe into one thing when really a lot of things were just planned to get the nation to go in one direction because they were once out of control. So now they need to find a solution to get things in control. But sometimes their control can go out of control and they don't know what to do, or they're going to have to take more steps to fixing the problem that they started. And he knows some of that, but he doesn't know more than me. And that's the reason why I'm saying, so he backed out of it. He's supposed to be taking me to grocery store and he was worried about the curfew. So I just went to the grocery store myself. Matter of fact, I went to like a small little store, like a Mart or something, and got something out of yeah, like a Dollar General or a family store. Even though I went to BitLocks and I thought they used to take EBT and they stopped taking it, and I would bring all that food up there to the front and rung it up, and I swiped my card like 3 times and it did not work. And I'm like, what? And then I showed her, and she seen me with the type of card I had. And then I said, you take this? She said, oh no, we don't take EBT. Made me look stupid in the line. But luckily, I was the only one in line. But still, it was a group of white people standing over there about the furniture. And it was a little bit embarrassing, a little bit. So, yeah. But it wasn't nobody in the store. And the white people was far in the back. And they used to black people using food stamps, so it don't matter. They was in that store in the first place. Should have been somewhere else if they had money, right? But anyway, no. I just could not. I mean, I just don't see what else I can do other than to keep in contact with this place. Now, there are jobs I can go look for in this crisis time that will hire me. Do not, okay, get it twisted, because I will go out there and go to work. I will. But we're also finna get this stimulus check, and I'm really, you know, if I can go ahead and get this thing situated about this unemployment, I'll be good. Then I'll be able to focus more about what I need to do, or yeah. So I was also thinking about going to do a Facebook Live video. But you're not getting any money on there. But you still can use it as a way to promote yourself. So that's a good way. You know, if you want to promote your own business, get out there and get on Facebook Live, discuss it. On Facebook Live, show your face, talk to people, and let people know. Or if nobody wants to see you, if you don't want to see yourself on there, you know, go on Facebook and look at other things you can do on there, on social media, anywhere. Because there's literally, okay, I just said I was going to stop using the word literally. There is nothing else to do other than trying to make money from home. So I guess all you can do is just find your skill and what you can do best, that you're really talented and gifted in, and apply it online and try to make money that way. There are so many tools. Things are closed now, so be really smart and wise about how you can do this while we're in a time of everything shut down. What can you come up with that is free and everybody is going to like it, and it didn't cost you a dime, or it didn't cost you something that's too much? It starts very, very small and try to make money that way. Um, I went to the store and I bought some cotton candy, Mr. B's Fun Foods cotton candy. I bought my mom one too, and I went and got me a can of sardines in water. $1.79. A little bit too high, because the dollar store got it for $1. It's not anything bad. I brought me some crackers. Now you can stock up on these now that the coronavirus is just starting, so people are going to run out of food a lot of places. So you try to not skip the cotton candy. That's for, you know, we're gonna have to get a lot of those. But survival food is this: some crackers, some regular crackers, of course some water. You should be able to stack up on your water too. I did get me some Butterfinger. That's not survival food. I just got it. And a can of ginger, not a can, and a bottle of ginger ale, Seagram's ginger ale. I just got that for right now. That is not my survival kit. My survival kit is boxes of sardines, boxes of crackers, boxes of um, foods that are healthy for you that is not considered meat. You know, cans of stuff that you need because this is just the beginning of the crisis situation. I'm sorry to say, I'm not trying to break anybody's heart, but let's just be honest. If it wasn't that serious, people would not be going out of business that's been there for years. People would not be boarding up certain places that was been supported by the state. Why would the state allow a business to board up their business or take everything out if this wasn't serious? Because why would they tell them to end a company that will be back open? You see what I'm saying? Why are they pushing it for things and jobs starting to reopen a year after now? That's because the pandemic is really affecting some people, and this is not the time for people to be out and quote unquote people don't want to be around each other, so they're practicing the self distance and separation, whatever you want to call it. People are out doing nothing. um they're more inside doing nothing. But you need a survival pack in your house. So just get prepared. Go online and try to order it now. I'm not sure how Amazon is, but I'm pretty sure you can go on certain companies' website and order stuff. Perfect opportunity. And Amazon should have been called me back and asked me to drive for them because I'll drive for them. I got my license. I can go drive for them. But they should have called me back. Now they need somebody to drive for them. Please call me because I want to work for Amazon. I want to drive around because you can take your lunch breaks wherever, and you can pull up and the drive-through and order food. You can sit down and eat for a while, and all you're doing is driving. You're not really lifting nothing, picking up nothing but small packages. Wow. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I can say. Is all I've been doing is literally sit down on a couch in the room, look at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, watch some TV, and I'm so glad that I could be in here. Like God knows I am, because and God knows I wanted to be at the hotel, but that dude messed it up, and he made it uncomfortable for me, so I had to leave. And I'm so thankful that the people who paid for that hotel for me, they understood and knew and thought it was a great idea for me to sit there and make that decision to leave, and that I left. So I really appreciate them for applauding me on that, because I mean, yeah, I would applaud myself, because I'm not finna sit in a room like that and that's going on, and you know nobody. We were doing fine the first 10 seconds we got in there. Then all of a sudden he calls a girl over, and then he wants to do this party and stuff, and I'm like, dude, no. I like peace and quiet. I don't want to hear it. But I couldn't tell him that because he's on medication, and he could have took that the wrong way. So yeah. So I mean, I'm very happy that I can actually rest because I was tired. I was tired because I've been riding a bike to work. I've been getting up early, not getting enough sleep, but not caring enough to not go to work because I knew I needed to work. I knew I needed to keep circulating some type of income in order for me to get out of that situation. But push comes to shove, last minute on call type of situation just happened, and I ended up coming here. And luckily, my mom let me stay with her for a while, so um, it was unplanned, but I did need it to be somewhere because I've slept outside in a tent before, trying to get established until I got to a shelter where I could have a roof and so on and so on. So everything was happening. It's just that boom, coronavirus, boom. Oh, really? Seriously? But okay. Um. So yeah, I mean that's what I'm gonna have to deal. That's what I'm gonna have to deal with, and that's what I'm up against right now. But it's not anymore because it's other ways that I can see myself coming out. But this pandemic is happening, and everybody's so called needing to follow behind certain procedures. Okay. Um. So I'm at home just chilling. That's pretty much it. I mean, what can I do? What can I do but sit here and wait for a stimulus check, wait for my unemployment, wait for another job to say, hey, Chris, you can come work for us because I'm down. Like, I say I'm going to stop using the word literally. I'm this close to getting ready to say, forget unemployment, I'm going to work. But every time like I go out there, I found out that one place is not hiring. This place is closing. This place, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be for a while. That's why I'm telling you, get prepared because your food in your house will be your backup. Um, a High Point Museum posting an event near you. No, really? What are y'all passing out scarves? Passing out masks? What are y'all doing? They just said a church pastor got arrested for hosting a ceremony during, this pandemic area. I don't. Okay, it's that serious, y'all. They sending pastors to jail. So good luck thinking that your job is going to be open 2 months from now. That's why I'm saying get your survival food. Stack your refrigerator and your cabinets up with food that will last a long, 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 long time. Okay. And do not touch it. Okay. Still go out there and get the food that you can get and eat for right now, but also have somewhere to store your food where you don't have to worry about going hungry whenever there's nothing else to eat because the people that work at companies that produce the food are sent home. Then what are you going to do? You need a backup. So try to get that. Okay, this is not to scare you, but just try to get that and stack up your food. Okay, that's the best thing I'm gonna have to tell you. Get you a water purifier. You see what I'm saying? Because once you run out of clean drinking water, you're gonna need something to purify the water because you might run out of bottles of water. So you need to be trying to get that also as well. It sounds scary, but they're closing a lot of places down. So Walmart has a water purifier, Amazon, um, the Home Depot, Lowe's, Costco. Go to your warehouse stores and try to find out which ones fit your range, your budget, because this is something really serious and people aren't seeing this for what it really is because they've been so brainwashed or they're still asleep and not knowing what's going on. But I know exactly what's going on, and you guys got to be like, it's a lot of. I know y'all can go find some cans easily and just stack up, just rack up in your house. Got to. Certain things you prepare your food with, go ahead and stack up your cabinets now because you're not going to have that later on. It can get really, really bad. Then you can have people walking around running crazy, knocking on your door. Do you have this and do you have that? And you got to feed your family, and then it's theirs, and then before you know it, you see, and then they might ask you for something, and you see, this is going to be survival mode. Don't open your doors for anybody. Okay, do not, because people are going to be going crazy, and this is the reason why I said go ahead and start preparing for food. Just start preparing for food. Okay. Sorry if I scared you all, but yeah, that's true. So I don't really know what else to say right now other than that. Prepare yourself for that. That's um I mean, I can't do nothing. Everybody's stuck. People are out of work. My brother is at work. Okay. My sister-in-law is at work. Everyone else I know are at home. And that's pretty much it. So I don't know, you guys. Don't walk in the grass. Try not to walk in the grass because they say that it travels in grass and things like that. So, pollen season. So you got to worry about those molecules sticking together with the pollen getting attached to your shoes and the bottom of your clothing. So be walking the street, okay, and make sure you spray everything down with Lysol. um, People are getting ready to head back to church on Easter, but realizing that that's not a good idea. I'm watching the news now, and there's another death on television about this. So, just I don't know what else to say. Everything is changing, and it's gotten everybody to be some places that they didn't plan on being, and that is in the house or on a restricted stance when it's time for them to go outside of the house. They're being restricted to go limited places, and they can't do a lot. So I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks, but it kind of is like a good thing because we get to stay in. But people have bills and stuff like that, so oh well. I'll keep in contact with you all. So see ya.